Welcome to Conversations with Spirit, where we dive deep into the mystical and enchanting realms of spirituality. I'm your host, spiritual medium Lori Albert, and together with special guests, we explore a world of spiritual insights and experiences, as well as offer captivating mediumship and oracle card readings. Tune in for enlightening conversations that will uplift your soul and expand your consciousness. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Conversations with Spirit. My name is Lori Albert, and I am here to chat about all things spiritual, and it's going to be a fun night. And I'm going to be giving readings. But before we start, I want to say that I want to tell you that I do this show in conjunction with evolveme.com, which is an all things metaphysical and spiritual website whose mission is to facilitate and empower personal enlightenment to all that seek it. On that site, there are mediums, there are healers and classes and workshops and retreats. Yay. I'm leaving for a retreat tomorrow. I'm so excited. It's going to be amazing. So anyway, thank you for joining me tonight, everybody. How is everybody doing? That's the big question. How is everyone doing? I would love to hear from you guys. You know what I'm trying to do here is, because there was a little glitch with my Instagram, as you know what, are we surprised? No. Okay, so I'm just going to try really quickly here to connect yet again, because, God forbid. And then, so I'm excited about this, you guys, because what I'm going to do is we're going to talk about how to powerfully listen to your gut instinct. Yeah, that is something that I find to be so extraordinary, because and I say this a lot, and you guys tell me if this makes sense to you. What ends up happening, oh wait, I'm going to try this again. Hold on. I'm going to remove, then I'm going to add it in again. Right. Where's the stream key? Okay, we're going to try this again. I think I screwed up. It's always about it's always about, people always laugh because it's like, oh, I didn't do anything wrong with the computer or whatever, but it really is. It's us. It's our fault. I always laugh. So anyway, okay. So what I want to get into is that listening to our gut is the same thing as listening to our intuition. Okay. Now, what I always find to be so hilarious, okay, is that, in layman's terms, people who aren't into anything spiritual at all, they know gut instinct. You know your gut instinct. You know what that is, right? But people, when somebody says, "Oh, your intuition," oh, no, I'm not into that. I don't know, but it's really the same thing. But some people just aren't quite, so they don't, they don't care, right? They don't want to know anything about spirituality, right? But the reality is if they believe in their gut, then it really is spiritual, because they're listening to their intuition. So, right. I know it's kind of crazy. Hello, Bex. Hello, Liz. Hey, Courtney. Oh, you're so sweet. I love your spirit, she says. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hi, Amy. Nice to see you. And Vuvu. Hi, Deja. Nice to see you. Stephanie, J Perez, NY91, and Iran Williams. Thanks for being here, you guys. I appreciate it. I'm going to do readings in a little while, but I want to talk to you guys first about our gut instinct, how to tap in, and if you have any questions about how to really learn to tap in to your gut, bring it on. I'm live like everywhere right now. seems like, right? So bring on your questions because I love that. I want this to be interactive. Oh my gosh, Iran Williams is from Los Angeles. I'm in Los Angeles too. Apparently, it's pretty warm out there today. So, yeah, right? So, okay. So, the first thing I want to say about how to really begin the process of powerfully listening to your gut instinct, your intuition. Okay. Some of you are going to be like, "Ugh," when I say this, but some are going to be like, all right, I keep hearing this, but honestly, meditation. Meditation is something that is so important. Okay. In terms of really starting to develop your intuition, you know, um, because and somebody might say, "Oh, why is that?" Well, because here's the way it really is that when we slow down our mind, okay? And I was just on a call with somebody who is not into meditating at all. And my answer to that, to somebody who has never meditated, who isn't interested in meditation, you haven't found what fits for you yet. Okay. David G. I love David G because he's like, whatever works for you is the way it needs to be. I love that. That's the most important thing that we can kind of say, right? Whatever works for you. So sitting in silence and stillness, that is the best way to really rid your really do that sort of purge within yourself, right? However, there are other ways too. There's mantra meditation. So you could just sit and say, this is my go to all the time. I say, thank you. And I will say, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And because I'm thinking those words in my head, what ends up happening is that starts to kind of like just turn my brain off for the rest of the thoughts, like I got to get milk at the grocery store. I got to do this. I got to do that. Right. It kind of, I don't know how it does that, but mantra meditation, if you have trouble concentrating, mantra meditation, and it could be anything. Moksha. I love that. Right. Right. It could be moksha. It could be namaste. It could be om. I mean, that's like everything, om is literally everything. Right? So there's that. Okay. So meditation, you can chant, you can do a walking meditation. There's tons of things that you can do to really sort of bring your, I don't want to say concentration, I guess, right? To bring it back to where you can start to get in touch with your body. Okay. So there's meditation. All right. So that's enough of meditation, right? Because you guys are probably so sick of me. Oh, Bex likes walking meditations. Yes. But you know what? You have to kind of be careful because, yes, walking meditations are awesome for those that need to be moving. I get that. But try to like tweak your mind a little bit in terms of whenever you're walking in nature, it's perfect, right? Try not to think about, oh, you know what? I shouldn't have said this to this person because of this and that and the other thing, right? Or, oh my gosh, I have to go get a new dress because I'm going to a wedding. I don't know, whatever. Like you have to really pay attention to your thoughts. So to me, for me, this is just me, walking meditation is harder than, and I mean this, it's harder than sitting in silence and stillness. I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. For me anyway, again, we all have our way in different ways, right? Okay. So the other thing that I went to, Amy has a big long thing. I love the Om meditations. It makes my whole body feel like it's vibrating sometimes. I will do that for about a half an hour and then sit in the silence for about 20 minutes or so. Still working. You know what, Amy? That is amazing, right? That's exactly what I want to do right now. As a matter of fact, the way you just made that sound, because Om is every sound. Whenever you say that, it's like it's believed to be every sound that could possibly be, right? So that means it's like everything. The energy of that of is amazing, right? So, but what I love, yeah, and if you do it properly and you do it long enough, you do feel your body vibrating. It's very cool, very cool. So, good job, Amy. All right. So, anyway, so then the next thing is, you know, the next thing about um when you really start to decide that you want to pay attention to your gut instinct and listen to your intuition. I want to talk about the solar plexus. Okay. The solar plexus is right, it's right above your belly button. Okay. And it is the yellow one. Hey, I have yellow one today too. So that was a like, I didn't mean to do that, but how cool is that? So basically it's your feeling. Okay. So in your solar plexus, that's where your clairsentience is. Okay. That's where your gut instinct is. That's where your intuition is. Right. And these are all about feeling. Okay. The different feelings. Okay. So when you are trying to decide something, okay, even if it's just, okay, even if it's as simple as, what should I have for dinner tonight? You close your eyes, you can close your eyes, and let's just say that you have two options. This is really not the best example, but let's just say you have two options: a hamburger or pizza. Okay. Neither one of them are amazingly good for you. Let's face it. But let's just say, right? Okay. So you go in, you sit, and this is right when you first start to really understand how to do this. You sit and you close your eyes and think about pizza, right? Think about how yummy it is, and the when it's hot, and my mouth is watering now, right? And the cheese, oh my god, and depending on the sauce itself is just, oh my god, right? And then think about the hamburger. Think about having it be one of those big old hamburgers, and you are like, you're chomping into the juiciness of it, right? Which one feels more right to you? And it could change every day, right? If you have to choose between one of those two things, so you're at a party, let's just say, you can't go for the option of a salad, right? Right, or whatever. If you have to choose between, you totally want the pizza, right? That's the thing. So you go with the pizza because, Bex, I totally want the pizza. Okay. So that would be your gut. And I know that that's a silly example, but if you go with your gut, that's how it kind of works. Okay. Now, let's just like take that up a notch. Okay. Um, you get offered a new job. Okay. The pay is better, but you're not sure about the work. You're not sure about the company. You aren't sure what to do. How do you handle that? Okay. Easy, right? In terms of what I'm saying, right? You sit back into yourself. You can sit quietly for a few minutes, right? And imagine, how do you feel once you take that job? How does it feel to you? Do you feel like something isn't exactly quite right? Or do you feel like, yes, hell yeah, I'm in? Okay. So that's the difference. Okay. That's the difference. You can decide what it is that you want, need, however, to do just by thinking it through, closing your eyes and tapping into your solar plexus, tapping into your intuition, your gut. Okay. Does anybody have any questions? Because if you guys want any like sort of advice on how to do this, I'm more than happy to do that, to assist. Let's just say, right, to coach. Hey, Dr. Let, how are you? Nice to see you. I see your little name come forward. Thank you. Okay, so I want to tell you about a situation that I had, okay, in relating to my gut. Um, Actually, there's so many. When I was younger, when I was younger, um, I was not living in. I was living in Nashville, Tennessee, and I was trying to decide, like, should I move to Los Angeles? I had met this guy. He was there. He was there. I had gone out to visit him. He was like this, really seems like this great guy. And I remember going back and sitting down and really focusing kind of, on my gut. At the time I wasn't I wasn't educated in intuition, kind of thing, right? So now there I am back in Nashville, like, what should I do? What should I do? And so what I did was I closed my eyes and I started thinking about what happens if I stay here? I'll meet another guy. It'll be fun. I like it. Nashville's a great place. I'll have a good life. But if I move out there, I'll be with him. He's really cool. And blah blah blah. And initially, then I moved out to Los Angeles. And guess what? I married the guy. Right? Yay. Turns out it was a great thing to do. So, there you go. You just have to like kind of listen. Okay, so Paulette says, what do you recommend for when you listen to your gut and then second guess it? Well, that's part of, thank you for saying that. That is such a great question because after you make your decision, you have to learn to trust yourself. Okay. You have to learn to trust yourself. And sometimes if you just go back to that place of where Debbie, hi, Debbie. If you go back to that place where you made that choice, and you understand why it felt so good and why it felt right, if you can get yourself back to there, then that becomes more of that becomes validation, let's just say. You've got to learn to trust yourself too. Trusting your gut. And yes, in layman's terms, we call it gut instinct, right? But here we go. Trusting your gut. Your gut will never lead you astray. Never. And that is part of what you need to learn. What we all need to learn is to trust that gut instinct, just like, tell me if this has ever happened to anybody. You go and you're getting ready to leave, but for some reason, like you're like, you know what? I think I'm gonna wait for a few minutes. I'm gonna go get a soda out of the whatever. I don't know why I just said it that way, but I'm gonna go get a soda and I'm gonna do this, and then I'll go in a few minutes. And you just something, you knew, right? So you did that. You listened to it because it's small. It's not huge. It's not a big deal, right? But guess what? You missed an accident that you may have been in had you left when you thought you were going to. You know what I mean? So what ends up happening there is that you trusted your gut, right? Never second guess it. That is so key to the whole thing. Once you tap into that energy, that intuition, just know. And that's when you trust your spirit guides, you trust spirit in general. You just trust, right? It's all about building that relationship, for sure. Okay, so Beck says, I have difficulty with differentiating between my own stuff and picking up on others' energies, especially anxiety, ways to know what is coming from inside or outside. Yeah, okay. So that's kind of, in a sense, kind of what Paulette was talking about, like second guessing, you know, um, the right thing to do, and Bex, you and I have talked about this, right? Protecting yourself, that's like important too. Okay. Um, Protecting yourself, okay, with that blanket of protection. around. Okay. So that you don't have to really, really, you don't really have to have it be like this big dramatic thing. Okay. Just give it up to spirit, you know? Give it up to spirit. Learn to trust your guides. Yeah. And that's kind of tough. Hi Iris, thanks for being here. Um So yeah, very interesting, right? This is such an amazing conversation. And but I would say the way to really get that in there is to meditate in whatever form. That's going to be what really helps you, right, Paulette? I don't know if Paulette's still here, but yeah, meditation. That actually it helps you with the that helps you with the intuition, that helps you with your gut, but it also helps you to trust spirit more. Okay, because you're connecting to yourself. Yeah. Hi Liz. Liz says, I had a dream about my daughter getting in a car and leaving. I woke up extremely sad. She told me she was in an accident. Oh, it was in an accident the time I had that dream this morning. Oh my God, is she okay? Liz, is she okay though? Like, is she, I guess if she told you she was in an accident, 'cause I have that same sort of weird fear too. It's not a weird fear, but it's a fear. So in my dream, I felt she was in trouble. That is your intuition for sure. For sure. Right? Liz, there's no question that that is your intuition. Okay. I love that. That's a beautiful way of describing intuition because you were asleep and your subconscious works when you're sleeping, right? She's fine. Thank God. I mean, because oh my gosh, right? I have a 26-year-old daughter and she doesn't live with us anymore. And so I know the feeling, right? It's just like, yeah, it's like, yeah, totally understand that sort of kind of fear. But anyway, um, so yeah. So oh, medication is good too. You're so funny. Meditation, not medication. Right, right. So yeah, so that is your intuition and trusting that, you know, trusting that you have got that. You've got it, that she understands that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, that you understand that, Liz, right? She's 26. I got messed up because my daughter's 26 too. That's amazing. Sorry, I got a little distracted on that. That's pretty amazing. I think as parents, you never stop worrying, right? But that because and it's the worst kind of validation because you don't want to be right because it was an accident, right? But it was very validating. So you can start to then trust yourself and trust your dreams whenever you have them, you know? So, yeah, this is kind of a cool conversation. I mean, the whole thing is really kind of interesting. So, okay, but I want to switch to readings because I've got, oh my God, you guys, seriously, I've got the new Denise Lynn um, time traveler oracle cards. And then I've got the Denise Lynn Sacred Forest cards. So bring it on. Oh, and I pulled out the Psy cards. I know, right? Thanks, Debbie. Stephanie would love a card. Is there an area of your life, Stephanie, that's something's going on, you'd like some clarity on, or what can I do for you? What can I do for you? Is normal for me to get this stuff. Good. Awesome. Oh, I love that. Oh, so Stephanie wants to hear about love. Oh. Okay, so Stephanie, I'm going to pull the first card. I'm going to pull, first of all, I have to tell you that I feel like that there are several love interests happening for you. I don't know. I'm just got to tell you. I'm feeling like lots of love things happening or something. I don't know. You tell me. Oh my gosh. I just saw all of these comments that I missed in Instagram. Um, okay, so Iran Williams, hold that because that's going to be for, oh my God, there's like all these. I'm so sorry. Any messages from my guys? Okay, you got it. I'm sorry. I missed a whole bunch of comments from over there. Okay, so Stephanie, this is first. So regarding love, wait till you see this. It's the maple spirit and it says generosity. Okay. Oh, how I love this card for you, Stephanie. You have a date on Saturday. New person, never met. I just keep getting for you about listening. I feel like I want to keep saying to you, just listen. Listen to the person who, listen to the person on the other end of the table. Okay. Just listen. I feel like I'm supposed to tell you to listen to what they're saying and sit back and relax in your body. And I gotta tell you, not to like belabor the whole intuition thing, trust your gut. Right? If you need to go take a few minutes, go. If like you're there and you're not sure what's going on, go to the bathroom and stand there for a few minutes and just get your bearings. Okay. And then come back and trust your gut. But I feel like that I'm supposed to, don't ask me why I'm saying this, but I feel like that Stephanie, you're supposed to like listen to the person. I feel like that's going to be your answer. That things will be said that will either completely turn you off or completely turn you on. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So I feel like listening is going to be the way to go. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Ooh, that's so interesting. So interesting. Oh my gosh. Okay. So good luck, Stephanie. Report back. Okay, my dear friend Debbie. Debbie, I am pulling you a card. That's good advice for you. Well, do you know that generosity, you're welcome. Generosity, I mean, listening is very generous if you think about it. So, okay, so Debbie, are you still here? Oh, yay. Okay, so Debbie, I'm pulling you a card. Oh, is there an area? Let me do this again. Is there an area or is like, what do we want? Is there a question? What can I do for you? Debbie. You know what? I already know what you're going to say, but it's okay. I love doing these readings and this is always so much fun. Oh my. Ooh. You're open to my guidance, but guess what? I already knew what was going to happen and I got, this is the card I got. I got patience. Okay. And if you look at, this is under the Bodhi tree in northern India, and it says patience. Right? Oh my gosh. Okay. But here's the thing. Debbie, I really feel like that you have, well, I already know you have so much happening right now. There are so many things, like there are so many things going on, but there's so many like irons in the fire. Like I feel like that there's this, and this, and I feel like that there's all this stuff. And you are like, first of all, I think you already are pretty darn patient, but I feel like that you're just like, this is how I picture you. You're chomping at the bit and you're just like, okay, this is like, because I think that some of the stuff that is going on for you isn't quite like, how do I want to say this? Like some of the stuff that's going on for you isn't, it's out of the ordinary, right? And so you're just like, okay, how is this going to work? But you know what? I know that you trust spirit so much. So I feel like that, when you trust and you just allow things to settle, that is where the patience comes in, you are so amazing. You are so amazing. And you are, if anybody ever like thought that, what am I trying to say? You've got so much right there. It's like right there waiting for you. It is all right there waiting for you. And I feel like that it's almost like you can reach out and touch this stuff. But it's like they're saying, okay, just wait for just a minute though. It's like, and I mean, for me, I'd be like, wait a minute, I've been known to yell at my guides a little bit once in a while, So, but things are happening in the time that they are supposed to be happening. And it might not be our time, but it's spirit time. So, oh my gosh, that's exactly what happened today. Oh my God. Amazing. Amazing. Oh my gosh, Debbie, so excited for you. That's so cool. So freaking cool. I love it. Love it. Love it. And there's like this other thing, Debbie, real quick. Wow, you've got a ton of guides, but I'm sensing this older man. I feel like grandfather. I'm seeing like a level, like 2 levels up, not father, but grandfather. Do you have a grandfather as one of your spirit guides? Because I got to tell you, this there's a lot going on, Debbie, he's like really like, okay, we're gonna do this. I almost feel like he feels like sort of a partner with you. And he just like popped in. You've got a whole bunch of other people here, but he like stepped forward really fast, and he was like, just tell her I'm there, and he's so funny. Was he like funny, or like, I don't want to say funny, but just like gung-ho? Was he like that type of person? Oh my God, I love him. I understand this job involves. What does that mean? Ooh, tell us more. Ooh. But memories of us. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh my God, that's why he's there. He just wanted to make sure that you knew, and obviously you already know, I'm sure, but he just wants to make sure that you know that he is there. He is in that partner. He is a partner with you. So perfect. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to go over to Instagram. And it happened to be at a place we both, oh my God, that's so cool. Debbie, that is so awesome. Oh my God. He is so amazingly sweet. And couldn't have anybody better in your corner. That's all I really want to say, because that's freaking amazing. Okay. Okay, so Iran Williams. Love you, Debbie. Okay, so Iran Williams, relationship card, husband of 29 years. Wow, good job. I feel most at peace when I'm at the beach. Is there a reason for that? Yes, absolutely. There's something about water water is, I won't pass you, Sue. Don't worry. There's something about water and your intuition. I bring that up again, right? There's something like water is a conductor, I mean, it's kind of like, okay, so you know how they say, like, if there are power lines down, don't step in the water, because you'll get electrocuted. Water is a conductor. Okay. And it doesn't have to be that scary energy. It's like all of our energy, right? So just throwing that out to you. Okay. So Iran Williams. Yay. Okay. So I'm pulling a relationship card. This is really interesting. Okay. Okay. I had a feeling that I was going to get a card similar to this. All right. So Iran Williams. I pulled the Mystic Meadow, and then it says Sanctuary card. Hi, Jess. Thanks for being here. Okay. So Iran, look at this card. Okay. First of all, look at all the little animals. Aren't they cute? Right? And then look in the back. It says Sanctuary. Okay. You have, first of all, I'm supposed to tell you, you have a lot of support. Okay. You have a lot of support. Okay. I feel like I'm supposed to like kind of remind you of that. You have a lot of support on the other side. Okay. I feel like that I'm supposed to tell you now. I've been married for 32 years. Right. 32 years. Took me a minute. I've been married for 32 years. I'm definitely not an expert. Okay. However, I really feel like that you can grow together, you can grow apart. Okay. You can grow independently, but still be together. Okay. My husband is not into this stuff at all. Like last night, oh my God, you guys, this is the funniest story. So last night, in the middle of the night, we were just going to sleep and I hear this crash in one of the other rooms. There's nobody else in the house. Right. So immediately we got up and looked because I thought, oh, what if there's an animal in here? Right. There's no animal in the house. I'm like, it's spirit. Of course it's spirit. My husband's like, no, it's not. Because he's not into this. He's just not into it. And that's okay. Loving people for who they are, who they aren't, and who you can be together. That's really what I was supposed to tell you. Okay. Loving the other person, who they are, for who they aren't, and for who you can be together. Okay. Yeah. So it's amazing, right? Oh, it froze, right? Yeah. It makes so much sense. It does. Because, if you just allow somebody to be who they're going to be, Okay, so this is probably too much information, but okay, so my husband smokes cigars. The whole family is always like, you need to tell him to stop smoking cigars. No, I'm not going to. It's his life. He's allowed to do what he wants, just like I'm allowed to do what I want. So to me, that's me loving him for who he is, who he isn't, and who I want him to be, So yeah, so that is the message for you, Iran. Yay. Okay, so Sue, are you still here? Sue. Okay, but Sue said, I need a relationship card. Everybody needs a relationship card. This is so interesting. Okay, but guess what? I am pulling Sue, I am pulling a relationship card for you. You're welcome, Iran. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. So Sue, are you still here? Yay, Sue's here. Yay. Okay. All right. So this is the card for you. It's very interesting. A lot of people, there's relationship stuff in the air lately, isn't there? Can you guys feel that? It's been the past like couple of weeks too. It's very interesting. Oh, wow. Well, all right. This is Mount Shasta's moon. Yay. And then it says reflection. Do you see that, Sue? I feel like for you, Sue, the message I'm getting with this card has to do with you really kind of coming to terms with what you really want. What you really want in your relationship. Yeah. What is it that you really want? Figure it out. I think that is kind of the sort of the main piece to the message there, Jay Prez. I always say encourage, but don't force. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I think listen really, really hard to what spirit has to tell you. Okay. Reflect on it before throwing in the towel, before, changing everything. Take a good look, like in meditation, maybe sit with your hands over your heart. Sit with your hands over your heart and just sit in that space. Okay. So Sue, sit in that space for a little while. Okay. Allow yourself to just be who you know you are, who you want to be. Okay. Yeah, that feels really strong. Okay. I think that's going to give you some clarity. I really do. I think that's going to give you a lot of clarity. And surrender it to your guides. Surrender it to your spirit guides as well. I would like to say too. Um, yeah. So, and much love to you, Sue. So I will, Iran. Yeah, I will post it on Instagram. It'll be on my Facebook page too. So there's that. Okay. So who is next? Melinda. Melinda Ann. Hi, Melinda. Are you still here? I'm not going up very far, and I need to I don't it's so funny because when I do the lives on Insight Timer, I can't go up very far. So it's kind of interesting. Okay. Melinda, I don't know that Melinda is still here. Are you still here, Melinda? Okay. So, okay, you're welcome, Sue. Okay, so Amy, I'm not sure that Melinda is here anymore, so I'm gonna give you a card. Oh, right. Yes, Bex too. Sorry. You know what I'm gonna do? Okay, so right now I'm gonna Amy. Okay. I know I'm so strange. You guys, thanks so much for being here because I am just weird and I just embrace my weird. All right, so Amy, what is it that we want guidance on today? What type of guidance like what it says I know. Thanks, Bex. We're embracing our weird. You're not weird, but I am. So Amy, what is it? I have a post that says stay weird. I love that. That's awesome. Amy. Like she's like, yay. Okay. So I am open but unable to get those messages just yet. Okay. All right. So here is what I love this. I'm already getting so much, but I pulled the Wood Nymph card, which is beauty. Okay. Do you see how beautiful the girls are in there? The little fairies or whatever, they're in the thing. Okay. This is what I'm getting for you. I feel like that you are, wow. First of all, your energy is gorgeous, but I feel like that you're in this place. I'm holding on because I'm dizzy. That means that spirit's really, so Amy, I feel like that I'm supposed to talk to you about finding the beauty in your life. Okay. I feel like that, that you're allowing some negative forces. I don't want to say forces because it sounds like it's weird, but, I feel like there's some negative people around you. I'm just going to say it like that. Right. And there's some negative situations and you're allowing it to kind of come too close. Okay. So what I feel like I'm supposed to tell you is, and I got to tell you, I've got a lady here that is, she feels kind of motherly. She might not actually be your mother. She might be like somebody that was like a mother, but this person is in spirit. And what I am understanding from this person is that right now it would be a great time to find the beauty in your life. So it is your mom. Okay. Find the beauty of the amazing things going on in your life right now. Okay. Because if it's like, let me just give you an example. I can look out the window. I can see that it's not, but I can see, oh, it's raining. Oh, yeah. But I could also look out that same window and see that it is cleansing the leaves on the trees. It's kind of in how you look at it. And that's what your mom is telling me. I feel like that your mom is like, I feel like that your mom is like, yeah, I feel like your mom is like, start to see the beauty of things happening versus focusing on the things that there's, because I feel like that there's people that are kind of negative. and that sort of thing. Do you understand what I mean when I say that? I feel like that there's at least two people. And the reason why I say that, because I feel like they're coming at you. Like, I feel like they're coming at you at both ends. I know that might sound strange, but it's like they're coming at you from both ends and you're like, whoa, yeah, there's a lot of like, I don't want to say nastiness, but it's just kind of like, maybe talking about other people or gossiping, that sort of thing. I feel like that's what it is. So does that make sense to you, Amy? And what your mom is saying is that we need to tune that out. We need to find the beauty, right? Yes, I always look at trees and birds and enjoy all the beauty. Right? Absolutely, absolutely. But the bottom line is to not, oh, okay. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. It could be my son as he isn't talking to me right now. Find the beauty. Look at the beauty that life has to hold. He will come around. Okay. That's what I feel like. That it's so interesting because I feel like I was getting it from both sides and it felt like it was two people. Right. Don't get pulled into it. Just be your beautiful, lovely self and don't get pulled into it, exactly as Courtney says. Don't get pulled into it, be able to see it from a different perspective. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, boy, Amy, much love. I know that can be really, really tough. Yeah, I'm really sorry to hear that that's happening. But don't allow yourself to get pulled in. Find the beauty in whatever the situation is. Okay. Okay. Much love. Okay, so next is Bex, interested in a card. So Bex, what are you interested in? What is it that I can pull a card for you about? And let's see if a spirit comes through. A spirit. You guys, it was really funny last night though, because I was like, it's definitely spirit. And Keith was like, it was hilarious. Okay. Oh, family and changes. All right. All right. So I am pulling from the Time Travelers Oracle deck, which I mean, oh my God, this is my new favorite. Oh, this is so perfect for you. Okay. So it's the Polynesian Voyagers in the Pacific Ocean. And look what it says. It says trust. Oh my gosh. And you know what's really cool about getting that card for you, Bex, is that first of all, it kind of goes back to intuition, trusting your intuition, trusting, yeah, trusting your intuition, trusting that you are being led where you need to go. Yeah, I really like this for you. I really like this for you. Again, and it's so funny because I feel like I want to tell you, and I've said this a couple times tonight already, sit back and like sort of step out of the way of yourself for a little bit. Okay. I hope that makes sense. So step out of step out from where you are. Okay. And get a different perspective. I feel like it's about perspective for you. Yeah, I feel like it's about perspective for you, Bex. Okay. Find a new perspective, find a new way of looking at things. Like instead of doing it this way, maybe go, oh, let's look around this way and look at it on the side, kind of do that. That's what I feel like. Yeah. And follow your gut. Follow your gut. Follow your intuition at all costs. Okay. Much love to you, Bex. I wish you the best. Okay, so next we have Jess. Hi, Jess. You're so welcome, Bex. Thanks. Jess says, can you pull a card for my career? Yes, today is all about intuition, right? Isn't it funny that it's like spirit puts together this whole thing, this whole plan, and then they say to me, okay, so talk about intuition today and we'll figure out the rest. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Oh, Iran, that is so sweet. Thank you for that beautiful comment. Iran wrote, I love your spirit, beautiful soul. Thank you so much. Very sweet. Okay, so Jess, can you pull a card from my career? I feel like I'm dealing with a lot of uncomfortable situations. Well, hello. This is exactly everything we've been talking about, but I'm still going to pull a card for you. Wow, grandpa is really, really coming through strong. Do you have a grandfather in spirit, Jess? Um, oh, he's the guy that was with me earlier. I had a guy just before we went live. Was he really like at one point in his life, maybe not his whole life, but was he like super was he super skinny at one point in his life? Tell me if that makes sense to you, Jess, cuz there was this guy, he made him look like whenever he showed himself to me in my head, he was a medical doctor in the military. I feel like that he looked sort of like, oh, you're going to laugh, but Abraham Lincoln. So like tall and thin, basically. Does that make sense to you? Super skinny. Okay. Yes. Was he tall by any chance? The tall, I'm not necessarily getting the tall or short part, but I'm just saying because Abraham Lincoln was tall, supposedly. So, oh, he was tall. Okay, got it. Right. Okay, so this is him. Oh my God, he's been with me for like over an hour. He's been with me for this while, but he was very nice. And he is so in your corner. Oh my gosh. Okay, so he wants me to pull a card. This is so much fun. He's so cool. I love it. Okay. I'm dealing with a lot of uncomfortable situations. Got it. All right. What is spirit? Ooh, I'm supposed to take this card way back here. Okay. Oh, spirit's funny. Isn't spirit the best? Okay. This is a card I pulled for you, Jess. And actually, your grandfather had me pull it. Wait, what does it say? It says Shambhala in the Himalayas. And then look what it says. It says happiness. Yay. I love happiness. I know I'm weird. Yeah, so look at that. It's all about happiness. Okay? So when I tap into your energy, Jess, about this, it's not about this message. It's just this message, and it's coming from who I believe is your grandfather. Okay? It's not about just being happy all the time. Okay? Because that is this is him saying it, not me. Okay? It's not just about being happy all the time, because that's unrealistic. Nobody can be happy 24/7. Yes, I who seem to be happy all the time, I get down sometimes too, right? Okay? So there's that. He's saying that when you show up to other people as happy, as content, in a love space, okay? If you show up to other people leading with your heart, then that is going to change every single situation. Because as you guys know, I'm really into vibration, right? So love is the highest vibration that there is. Okay. Love, joy, happiness, bliss, all of that. That's the highest vibration, right? So, and there's people disagree with me on this, and they're allowed, but what I want to say about this is that um lower vibrations will just fall away. Okay? If you come at everything, if you came at your life in these uncomfortable situations from a place of love, no one's going to be able to touch you. Okay? No one they'll just fall away. The uncomfortable situations will just dissipate. I promise you, it has happened to me. Okay? When I learned that, it's so easy to say, but to put into practice, it's a little bit more difficult. However, once you get into that way of being, okay, coming from a place of love in all situations, okay, you won't care about those uncomfortable situations anymore. Okay. They will, like I say, they will fall away. They will, things will shift. You'll see an actual shift. Okay. Yeah. It's like really, really amazing. So, that was from your grandfather. I will say that was from your grandfather. He's an extraordinary man. And, I feel like, tell me if this makes sense to you, Jess. I see him blowing a kiss to you. I think I want to say I've been doing this for many years at this point. I don't think I've ever said to somebody, oh, he's blowing you a kiss. So he's doing this. It's like a kiss from afar. Oh, I love that. So good luck, Jess. I wish you the best. I wish you the best. Okay, so Liz asked a question earlier, but I don't see it. What type of question do you have? Okay, so you know what, Liz, I can't really see it. So tell me what the question is again, and we'll see if spirit has an answer or not, or whatever. Spirit always has an answer. That's, I shouldn't have said it that way. Spirit always has an answer. Right? Iran says, is it true that roses and flowers have high vibration? You know what? I've never thought of it. But yeah, I bet. I'm sure. Because when you look at it, it brings you joy, right? Oh, I love that. I love that. J Press NY91, you have an inner child happiness that's contagious. Oh, you're just so nice. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. So Liz, are you still here or are you typing? Liz might be typing out a question. That could be it. Okay, so let me see who else. Okay, so who else would like a reading? Who would like oh, Liz, here we go. Okay. Liz says, my surgery for my eye was postponed numerous times because something keeps coming up. Yeah, is there a reason why? Well, it's really interesting. Okay. I have a definite opinion about this. It is weird. It is weird, but let me just tell you my view. Okay. When things get, and then, you know what? It's so interesting because I have a situation and what I'm about to say is like, it's the answer for this situation. And it's funny that spirit does this. And it's like, it's for all of us. Like you should always listen to what spirit is saying to other people because it might pertain to you too. So anyway, okay. So, it's not supposed to happen yet. Let's just put it to you. I'm just going to say it to you that way. That's very blunt and weird for me to say it that way. I feel like I'm getting a specific message for you here. The surgery on your eye keeps getting postponed because there is something else. And I'm not saying I know what this is, but something else needs to happen. Now, it may have already happened, and the surgery will finally go through. But in terms of your question, is there a reason why? Spirit has this way of lining up the stars so that everything is aligned the way it's supposed to be for the highest and greatest good of you. Okay. So I'm saying that because I really feel like that, Liz, keep, how do I want to say it without sounding weird? Wasn't sure if I should see another doctor or see the same doctor. Okay. What I think you should do is, Liz, I would suggest that maybe you meditate on it. Okay. See what your gut instinct, see what your intuition is telling you. I don't necessarily feel like it has to do with the doctor, but I feel like that maybe I don't know this to be true, but I'm saying as a potential thing, spirit has this way of lining things up. Okay. So, like I said before, maybe something else, maybe your eye is actually healing. I'm just saying, right? Maybe your eye is actually healing, and so that the things are going to the surgery that you need to have is going to be maybe shifting a little bit. Okay, spirit has this way when we put our trust in spirit, in whatever, if we say, okay, this is for the highest and greatest good, my highest and greatest good, lead me in the right direction. What you can do, Liz, is before you go to sleep tonight, okay? This may not happen the first night you do this, but it will eventually, okay? Because I've had that happen too, of course. But ask the question, should I go to another doctor? Like, I'm not clear as to why the surgery keeps getting postponed. And I need to know, should I go to a different doctor and just see? Okay. Honestly, I gotta say, in my I feel like I have a guide here for you. I'm just gonna say it to you that way. I have a guide here for you, and they were talking about, like, I'm seeing a couple of different doctors. So I don't know if that is you saying, yes, you should go to a different doctor just to get another opinion before you have actual surgery, you know? Um, Yeah, I mean, if your gut instinct is saying, "I thought I should find another place," then do that. I mean, what do you have to lose? But some more time. Oh well, you know? It's so interesting because just before you wrote that, I was like, "Yeah, your guide is here," and it's like you've tried asking, "Yeah, I know, I'm sorry." But I will say, Liz, write the intention down on a piece of paper, okay, and put it under your pillow. See if that does anything, okay, if you get more clear. But here's the thing, what is the worst case scenario if you go to another doctor? Another opinion, you know so yeah, you do have a hole in your retina. Okay, well, maybe it's the course of treatment. I don't know. I'm not getting a vibe as to all of that. But yeah, um sit in meditation a little bit. Okay. Sit in meditation a little bit. Keep surrendering it to spirit and just say, yeah, another point of view. Absolutely, Courtney. Another point of view is never bad, So, yeah. So, best of luck to you, Liz. Oh my gosh. I just can't even imagine if, so much love to you. And much love to you all. Thanks for being here. So I am leaving tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. to drive to Sedona because I'm leading a retreat. Me and 3 other people are leading a retreat in Sedona. I am dying. It's going to be so freaking cool. We are so excited to be doing this. So I'm not going to be here next week. So I'm sorry, but I will be back. I have got some amazing guests coming up. I have to tell you, oh my gosh, I've got some amazing guests coming up. And yeah, it's going to be a very interesting, let's just say July, right? It's going to be a really interesting July. I've got some great guests coming, and stay tuned, everybody. Thanks for joining in for Conversations with Spirit. I appreciate you all. Have a beautiful night, and I will see you soon. Bye, everybody.